Hey drummers, hope you're doing well. Shout out to Superstar channel member Amy. Depeche Mode. Enjoy the silence. So like I say, shout out to Superstar channel member Amy. And what I'm doing there is I'm playing it like I would play on a gig personally if you were playing it in a live band setting. So this is like, what are we calling it? Like electro pop, I suppose, this tune. And it's very much drum machine on the original. It's interesting when they play it live, they've got a drummer, he's called Christian Eigner. What they're doing there's a version I watched where they're playing on Letterman a few years back, and it's really cool. I totally get why they've got a drummer in. I think originally they didn't have a drummer at all. And he's playing along with at the very least the hi-hat part from the original, the drum machine hi-hat part. is in there and he's playing along with it and he's playing really straight. So one option you could do if you're playing this song live is you could do exactly that. So you could have a clip running in your ears and you could have the drum machine track, or at least the hi-hat from it, and just play it like a straight eighths feel, which is what he's doing, and he's playing it really nicely and it sounds brilliant, and he's decorating here and there with drum fills and some nice cymbal work and stuff. Or the other thing you could do is do what I'm doing here, and if you're just playing it in a live band at your jam night when you band and that isn't set up, or you choose not to go in that direction, you choose to keep everything live, you could play the part like it is here, like I'm doing here. What I've done here is try to replicate what's going on and give a feel of it. I think this is actually really important because if you have the drum machine part playing along with you, awesome, then of course that's providing most of the movement, just play straight. But if you don't, your job here is to really try and capture this. And it's quite specific, isn't it? You can imagine maybe a non-drummer listening to this and going, oh, there's not much going on drums. But actually there's one little accent which really makes a world of difference here and brings it to life. I'll play it for you. Something like this. And in the chorus, it's got a little skip note that comes in with the left stick if you're right-handed. So long story short, I would think of this, if you're going to play it in this fashion, like all live on the drum kit, I would think of this as a 4 on the floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way. For the most part, from like the first chorus onwards, the snare drum plays 2 and 4, which would be most often with your right stick if you're right-handed, and the hi-hat plays a variation on a 16th note single stroke roll feel. So basic version. And if you did that, it would work, to be fair. The next little accent thing you could put in, if we're thinking of building this up in layers, is accenting on the and in a classic sort of disco dance style. So from 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. So we might consider that like stage 2, 16th notes on your hi-hat, but accenting on the and. If you're right-handed and you're playing right-hand lead, those accents will all fall with the right stick on the ands. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. But that's not quite the full story, because the other accent, which is really bringing it to life and is really, when you land that, I think suddenly it starts sounding like this song, is the accent on the of beat 2. That will be with your left stick. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4 1 and 2E and a 3E and 4. So if you're going to do this, one of the skills you'll need up your sleeve is a real fluency and facility with single stroke roll. Accents. That's something I've talked about again and again and again on this channel. If you're a channel member of this channel, on your practice plan almost without fail for everybody, but a very, very, very beginner will have the basic sort of single stroke roll with accents drill in there. And this is just the classic version. So again, to repeat, let's go through just the hi-hat part. Level 1, we're just playing 16ths, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Level 2 was accenting on the and, that'll be with your right stick, whipping that accent out. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. and level 3 will be accenting like that, but on the 2, instead of going on the and, we go on the 2 and That'll fall with your left stick. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 and, with the backbeat in place. So again, to repeat, that's what I'd play if I was playing the song live with a band and we didn't have like the drum machine stuff running. I can see why they've done it. I can see why Depeche Mode do it, because ultimately, like, that is the vibe. It is that 80s like electro pop thing. And whereas I think when they first started, they had just drum machine, and that was great. That was very much the vibe of the time. I can see why now. I think it's the last like 20, 25 years or so they've had a drummer in place. I can see why, because it just gives it that little push live, that little bit of extra energy perhaps. But I get why they've done both. But, you know, let's face it, if you're playing this in your band and there's other songs in the set, it's like a function set or it's like a party set, or you're just covering the song, you wouldn't necessarily have the drum machine part lined up. So that's where this can come in. This is where a drummer really earns their, what's the phrase, earns their salt on a gig, because they really capture that vibe. And it's very subtle, isn't it? It's very, very subtle, the difference between ticka ticka taka ticka 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 taka ticka for level 1 and level 2 with the ands, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then level 3 with the full version. That level 3 really makes it feel authentic, and that'd be what I would go for. Of course, simpler versions of the groove will work. If you just turn up, play 4 on the floor, 2 and 4, like it's something, it'll drive it along. If you do it with enough intention, if you play straight 8s, that would be okay. But I think this is really authentic. As usual then, on the channel members page, I'll link to this just now. Head there if you're a channel member of this channel. You'll get the notation and a slow downable practice along version for all 3 of these levels. I'll do this for the verse version, which is just the snare on 2 and 4. And the chorus version has that little skip note, the left stick coming across to the snare drum as well. Practice along versions for each of these 3 levels. So the level that's just 16th notes, the level that has the accent on the and the level that has the accent on the And I think, again, to repeat, I just think it's really lovely to go there to replicate the feel. Shout out to Amy and all the amazing channel members who support this channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. If you found these videos helpful, useful, and you're looking to support, and you feel like you're in a position to support this channel, and you'd like assistance, help, feedback with your drumming, and potentially face-to-face or Zoom sessions, as well as a practice plan and loads of other great features, then please consider becoming a channel member like Amy. If you head to the link now, you'll find your way there. As a channel member, it's £10 a month. You get a whole load of great features, like I'm saying here, notation and the practice along version for all of these videos that I put up. You get if you want a personalised practice plan updated for you as you progress, a complimentary 30-minute Zoom or face-to-face session. Zoom, I'll be on the electronic kit you'll sometimes see me play on in videos. Face-to-face session, I'll be here at Will Burton in Cambridgeshire on these 2 acoustic kits here, if you're anywhere near that part of the world, or even if you're not. It's amazing how people drive for miles and miles, including from other countries, to get here. And once you've had your complimentary session, you then get access to booking sessions in. People message me all the time and say, are you available for lessons? Yes, but they're for channel members. Happily, due to popular demand, they're for channel members. So you become a channel member, you get all the features of that. And if you want to just use those features and not have lessons, that's fine as well. So you can get the notation, the practice along for these videos. You can get a practice plan updated for you as you progress. A really important feature is feedback. So I do video feedback. Channel members send me their practice videos. I do feedback of this nature where I'll give you the critique and hopefully useful feedback. But then if you want to, yes, you can then book in for face-to-face or Zoom sessions from there. Shout out to Amy, have fun playing that song, and any questions about that or anything else, give us a shout. If becoming a channel member sounds like it'd be of interest to you, details below. And thanks as well to all the amazing people who just buy me a coffee. So you become a channel member through my Buy Me a Coffee page. Some people just buy me a coffee, which is just a single one-off support donation, which I massively appreciate as well. You need coffee in this game to keep going. Rock and roll. Thanks a million. See you soon. Cheers.